All right, everyone, I'm about to get started. I want to first thank you all for coming today. So, have any of you ever been told, don't just listen with your ears? The truth is, our eyes do the most listening. And today I will be educating you on iMessages. We will go through the types and how to recognize them, special circumstances, and the physical conditions that send messages out with their eyes. First, I'm going to address what iMessages are and why they play an important role in communication. Nonverbal iMessages are incredibly important. They actually play an essential role in paving our way for social interactions. This delivers a multitude of social cues. With an understanding iMessages, you will gain the capacity to go deeper and internalize the meaning of each message you receive. It has been often believed our first form of communication was crying, starting in infancy. But back in 2015, the Journal of Child Language had published a study that actually concluded that crying really has no intentional value and is no more than just the emotional state that represents the infant's temperament. The first form of communication is actually within the eyes. The way infants process information is with gazing. Gazing allows infants to experience social interaction and connection. When this process is achieved, the infants are able to learn emotions and in turn reflect these emotions, which is crucial in a person's emotional development. Communication through the eyes are not just the first form of communication, but often is one of the last ways as well. Aging is a process of physical, mental, cognitive, and social losses. These declines in one's competency will start taking a negative effect on how someone communicates to others and internalizes what others are communicating to them. It has been shown that with these declines, allowing close face-to-face eye contact will be the thing needed in order to achieve communication in the elderly. Now I will educate you on different messages our eyes can give and how you can recognize them. Research by Dr. Paul Ekman educated the world on the idea that there is a handful of universal facial expressions that cross cultural divides. Even blind people make the same faces to express the same emotions. The universal expressions are surprise, fear, disgust, contempt, anger, sadness, and happiness. Our eyes will react to these emotions. We may blink more, break eye contact, widen or close our eyelids. Our pupils may dilate or constrict. Our eye messages are not just a piece of the puzzle, and they are not enough alone to signify what one is feeling, but offers the ability to better understand. When you look at a person's character, behavior, environment, their auditory, and their eyes, you will be opened the door to see beneath the surface. Now we will address special circumstances that may be presented with iMessages. Our eyes receive messages and then forward them onto the brain. Our brain will then filter out what we just processed by which emotions came as a result to the message. Like I had mentioned previously, emotions are taught in infancy by reflecting others. So when you consider the diversity aspect in communication, you will find different meanings to the same emotions. Take the simple message of making eye contact with someone else. Compare to the different cultures. In Western cultures, they view this to be positive and show confidence. Arabic cultures look at this as a sign of honesty. And then the Japan and African cultures see it as negative and actually find that avoiding eye contact is more respectful. We also have to have an understanding that people with certain mental health issues or social pragmatic communication disorder, which is often found in autism, will not apply. Mental health issues that are not managed, such as schizophrenia, doesn't allow the connection from one person to the next, and you are not able to comprehend exactly what the other person is experiencing. With autism, individuals often find it hard to make contact due to the fact that our eyes are giving off so much emotion and signs that it can make individuals on the spectrum uncomfortable, which will result to them avoiding eye contact. Now lastly, I will explain how eyes communicate and how they are presented when an individual is currently struggling from some sort of problematic physical an issue or condition. Unhealthy eyes go hand in hand with an unhealthy brain. If the retinal blood vessels are showing distress, then the brain's blood vessels are as well. The blood vessel supply is essential to all function, the function of all organs, and so if the blood vessels are unable to do their job, there is no way the brain can be functioning as well. High blood pressure will be shown by the eye's damaged blood vessels in hemorrhaging and leaking. High cholesterol is one of the easiest things to pick up as it produces a white film on the outside of your eye. Multiple sclerosis is often detected when patients have sudden vision loss. Then there's thyroid disease, also can cause extraocular muscles, the muscles that control eye movement, to become enlarged and stiffened. If you have a condition where there is a systematic inflammation, it is almost always going to manifest in the eye as uveitis, which is red and swollen eyes. Cancers, including of the breast, leukemia, and lymphoma, may signal their presence in the eyes. Even if most people will detect tumors and symptoms of malignancy. The eyes will allow us to suspect drug use as well. Our pupils are often found to either dilate or constrict when drug use or drinking has been involved. When a person has had a brain injury, the eyes will help coordinate the answer. You often will find the eyes to be non-responsive to directions and may be moving on their own and does not match what state of being the individual is in. So being able to recognize and define the different types of eye messages along with understanding the special circumstances and when physical health is involved, your communication skills will advance. So in conclusion, eye messages do play a very crucial part in our communication.